In this video, I'm going to go through the quadratic formula, and I'm going to solve three very different quadratic equations with it. So this is the quadratic formula. It gives us the solutions to the quadratic equation. So bear in mind, the solutions to the quadratic equation are also known as the x-intercepts, or roots. I will be using the term solutions and roots more often, so I'm just letting you know that they mean the same thing. So let's begin with our first example. Y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. What we'll do first, which will be essential to solving for the solutions of the quadratic equation, is to compare it with the standard form. So this is the standard form. Because doing so will allow us to see very easily that A is equals to 1, B is equals to minus 5, and C is equals to 6. And then we can substitute these values of A, B, C's into our quadratic formula to find the solutions. So our first solution, I'll just label it as x1, is 5 plus square root of 1 over 2 is 3. Our second solution is 5 minus square root of 1 over 2, which will give us 2. So because we have two different solutions of x, our quadratic graph will cut the x-axis at two different points, 2 and 3. Whether or not it will be a parabola or inverted parabola depends on the value of a. So if a is a positive value, it will be a non-inverted parabola. So this is the graph of the equation x squared minus 5x plus 6. Let's move on to a different example. Y equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4. We are going to use the standard form to help us determine our A, B's, and C's. Doing this allows us to see that A is equals to 1, B is equals to minus 4, and C is equals to 4. So now let's substitute these values of A, B, C into the quadratic formula. The term within the square root is 0. So the square root of 0 is 0, and therefore both solutions of x, x1 and x2, will be equal. They will both have a value of 2. So for this question right here, y equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4, there's only one root, or one solution. So now let's sketch the graph. So its graph will touch the x-intercept at only one point, at 2. And the parabola will be non-inverted because A is positive. So in this last example, we can see that y is equals to x squared plus 6x plus 10. Comparing this with the standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c, we can see straight away that a is equals to 1, b is equals to 6, and c is equals to 10. Now we are going to carefully substitute these values of a, b, c into our quadratic formula. Let's focus on the terms within the square root. Notice that the term within the square root is negative 4. It is a negative number. So the square root of a negative number will give us no roots. So this means that our quadratic graph will not touch the x-axis. And because a is a positive number, the graph will be non-inverted. So if you find these videos helpful, please subscribe, because I'll be posting more of such videos in the future on a specific concept, especially those concepts that are tricky to apply. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section. I will reply. The timestamps are also in the description section. Thank you.